go Bruse, Tarl, Roving Rancher. Big fan of alliteration on the channel. The Roving Rancher, let's see what we get here. See the cast. Okay. Oh, Final Showdown. Case of the Gateway Pulse, or whatever the heck it's called. But let's go. The Final Showdown. The Final Showdown is going to protect Indestructible. It's going to protect our Bruse, Tarl, and they just give it up. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Man, and today we got a juicer for it. Before we dig into the deck, make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this. It does help out the channel tremendously. I greatly appreciate it. Feel free to join us in our Discord below. And let's give a special shout out to our channel members / patrons. This is something a little bit new that I'll be doing here. Hopefully you enjoyed the cute little blood artist thing here. But I'll kind of, as you know, if it does grow, I'll go ahead and edit it, make it to the end. I don't know. But for now, I think this cute little picture's doing good. Let's go ahead and dig into the deck here. That's why you came in here. Let's go. Boros Control, baby. That is right. I think Boros Control has a neat little spot to be, because like typically Boros Control has always been like Azorius Control but worse. Now I think Boros Control actually has a few different toys that we can have to really make it useful. Okay, let's start off with the first thing here. I mean, Urabrask Forge is most likely going to be our win condition versus a lot of decks, but if we don't, what else can we do here? Let's start off with the High Noon. Obviously High Noon, you've seen this card before. Each player can't cast more than one spell each turn. It also deals 5 damage. So if you notice here, this is what I like about this versus like the Azorius Control matchup. For 5, you can just deal 5 damage to any target. So 4 High Noons is 20 damage, and then 4 Lightning Helix is also mass hard 12 damage. So that's a total of what, like 32? It's 32 damage. That is most cases lethal versus a lot of things. Now I know they have life gain as well, but we can also put the pressure on them in different types of ways. We have the Dust Animus. Now, I'm only running 2 of these because obviously you want, most of the time, you're going to want to plot the Dust Animus because we are also running Temporary Lockdown. Now, if you notice here, Temporary Lockdown does not go very well with the Dust Animus because it's a 2-drop. It also does not go very well with the High Noon, but my general philosophy is by the time, if you need to drop the Temporary Lockdown, it's the best possible thing you could ever drop, period. It's hard to kind of explain here. Like if you have a lockdown and you're going to use it, it's the best possible thing in the entire game, not let alone your deck, that you could drop. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. And plus with the Dust Animus, you're going to be plotting it for later anyway. And like the High Noon is the only thing that doesn't really go with it. So if you notice, it kind of brings me to my next point. You will see I did try to do like a Restoration of a Ganjo and an Ossification type of build with it. You will see a couple matches with it. I overall did not like it, especially with Ossification. Sometimes you don't have a basic land. We actually don't run a whole lot. We're running 10, so there are times where you do not go for the Ossification because you don't have a basic. And the Restoration of a Ganjo felt a little bit slow. We kind of really want to crank down on the lockdowns and the forges, even the tunnel grinder. So I went ahead and removed those, but that's why you'll see those. But I have this Claim Jumper. I started off with 2 of these. I want to like it. I just think it's not very good. It's just so niche. I mean, a lot of times it does come out as like a 3/3 vigilance. Yeah, I get it. Like if your opponent is way up on land, you get some more planes, and you actually can grab a an Elegant Parlor. So this is a plains card, so it doesn't have to be a basic plains card. But overall, I just think it's really too not great. We're gonna run it. It's a new card, so I don't want to be too down on it. We'll try to have some fun with it. We got the Krenko's Buzzcrusher. This card absolutely crushes Domain. It can hurt. If your opponents get lazy, it can hurt like Esper and stuff like that if they're not running basics, but typically this does crush Domain. Bruse Tarl, the Roving Rancher, big fan of alliteration on the channel here. Absolutely love Bruse Tarl here. The reason why I really like it is because it gives you, and it seems a little bit weird because we are running board wipes and stuff like that, but by the time Bruse Tarl comes out onto the battlefield, you pretty much just like take over the board. Oxen you control have double strike, and then whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile the top card of your library. You get a little bit of extra value. It can play a little bit awkwardly, especially if you do top deck into like a Sunfall and you exile it and it's like, oh, I don't really want to clear the board, but like, I don't know, it's a new card. I do think that this card's either good in mid, it's not good in aggro, obviously. It's good in mid-range or this type of like control-y type stuff, but we do want to put pressure on our opponents. Last but not least, the Territory Forge. Whenever this enters the battlefield, if you cast it, exile target artifact or land. So we do actually have a little bit of land destruction here with the Krenko's Buzzcrusher and the Forge, but with the artifact or land, I don't think you should just jam a bunch of this into your deck. It is a mythic after all. Mythic wildcards do not grow on trees, let me tell you that right now. But it's really nice, especially in those grindier type of matchups. You can use this to really like steal something like an artifact or a land. It could be anything, especially if you get like rid of like a Mirrex or something like that. Which, speaking of, well, I also am running the Mirrex because we do have that Azorius control. But like I said, Azorius control typically has always been better than Boros control, in my opinion. But now I think with this High Noon and the Lightning Helix kind of aspect here, I think there's a little bit of a niche that we can kind of fulfill. And let's go ahead and address the last card here, Final Showdown. Kind of competes with the Farewell in the 6 drops here. Not drops, but you know what I'm saying. I say that all the time, drops or whatever. It costs 6. We do like the Farewell, but the Final Showdown can do it at sorcery speed, or sorry, at instant speed, and Farewell cannot. And we can also make things indestructible. 99% of the time, all creatures lose all abilities until end of turn. That has not been that relevant. It's not been that relevant, honestly. But being able to have indestructible on something, like a Bruse Tarl or something like that, can prove to be quite fruitful. And plus, just destroying all creatures at instant speed warrants some sort of running for me. Let's go ahead and dive right in. I mean, I think if we kind of blabbed about the deck long enough here. Boros control, is it better than Azorius control? Is there a sort of niche that it can fulfill? I hope so. I guess we're going to find out. Consider joining the channel. Help me out as a content creator. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Alrighty, here, so plenty of removal. I think we're gonna go ahead and keep this. Yeah, I mean, you definitely need a lot of removal in this type of day and age. And that is a Warden of the Inner Sky that is already boding pretty well for us. So I'm actually thinking about the High Noon here. Emperor, do we want the Emperor? 3 lands, I think so. I think we can probably keep the Emperor here, especially with the temporary lockdown. But the High Noon obviously does not synergize quite well with lockdown, but I feel like you just need all the anti-aggro that you can. So, but this is fine. This is absolutely fine. Look how nasty this deck is, though. Like, Warden of the Inner Sky, and then if they... You already know they have the Gleeful thingy. No, do they... You already know they do. But, like, look at this. If you don't have temporary lockdown on turn 3, you literally can't win. So we're on the draw here. This is how insane this deck is. And I'm thinking about dropping the High Noon. I'm going to do it. I know it obviously does not synergize well with the temporary lockdown. Just because it kind of goes away itself. But I want to just at least kind of alleviate as much damage as possible. I don't know. Should we even have dropped it? I guess we like prevent like the night play that way. But either way, like look at this. If we don't have the lockdown, you just auto lose. That is so insane how good, like just aggro in general is so quick nowadays. I feel like it always has been. I don't know why I say nowadays. It always has been pretty quick, but like I said, if you don't have that lockdown on turn 3, you lose. It's literally that simple. So you have to run the lockdown in basically every type of control deck. There's no way around it. Like, you just have to. You have Farewell, so we have to be a little careful here, though, because if we exile enchantments... I think we may just go for double get lost on the calls. Just kind of depends on what they do here. Yeah, we can just pick off these War Leaders calls. We're going to have to, right? Like, we're going to have to eventually. I think this is the right move. Oh, they do have a flash. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and go for the get lost on the other one. So at least we'll only take 2 damage instead of 4. This will resolve, and then we take 2. Okay. I think we can kind of deal with that. Take it down to 6. We do give them a lot of tokens here, though, so that is kind of unfortunate. But then we have the Emperor. Okay. I think we're looking okay here. The War Leader's Call is obviously a pain in the ass. But Emperor, we get a little bit alive. I think we're looking okay. The Territory Forge, not looking super sexy here. Yeah, if they had those War Leader's Calls up, we would just be toast. Not only because of the damage, but because of the entry. Ooh, and a Knight. Oh, I hate this deck. I do not like this deck at all. We get rid of all their stuff, and look, they just like they just reload. Oh my god. Alright. I think we're just gonna go for the Emperor. Well, let's just get our life gain here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get an untapped land here, but we'll just see if we can get the Farewell going. We have Sunfall. Well, Sunfall is pretty much great. Probably would not have gone for the Emperor if I'd known that, but hindsight's 20/20. Now, do we plus this or minus it? They don't have haste, right? Unless they have Imidanes, but they only have 3 lands, so I guess we'll just plus this to get ready for another Emperor exile life gain shenanigans. On to 7. Epicure. A lot of artifacts there. You have 6 artifacts. Lethal Demolition. Gosh dang, I hate this deck. Brass's Tunnel Grinder. Okay, this is problematic. What do we do here? What do we actually do is the problem. Okay, so if I go for Brass's Tunnel Grinder, this Territory Forge is not cutting it. This is just not a card we want right now. Can't kill lands. I mean, we could, but like, it's not gonna do it. So Territory Forge is out. So we're gonna have to go for Brass's Tunnel Grinder and then just discard the Forge. And then we can animate the Incubator token with the last 2. Sunfall. I think at this point we don't want land. We wanted land really badly, but now at this point we don't want land, I guess. Because we already have the Farewell mana.
Keep
Pass.
watch for intruders.
Not sure if the Tunnel Grinder will be relevant in this match. If they drop another Warrior's Call, I'll just croak. I will literally just croak right on camera here. Alright. Sakenzen is actually pretty... Oh. Okay. I was going to say, Sakenzen actually is like really bad because I can just like haste in something. Those 2 little creatures on the back end there. That would have been really bad, but this is actually kind of okay. We're just trading. Just trading. Don't care. Pop you up. Kind of surprised they didn't keep that Sockins in there. We're down to 3. I mean, it's okay. Man, that... Ooh, okay, so we get Bruse Tarl. The only... See, I don't even know if we want to even sweep the board now. I don't even think I really want to because... Because now that they have the Flash creature, so they get 2 1/1s on the back end, I don't think it's even really worth it. At this point, I think we might just want to go for Bruse Tarl. Because we actually might even get an Ox with the Tarl, so I don't even know if the play here is even to sweep. So let's go Bruse Tarl, Roving Rancher. Big fan of alliteration on the channel. The Roving Rancher, let's see what we get here. If we exile a land, we get an Ox. And if not, we just get the cast. Okay. Oh, Final Showdown. Well, actually, hold on. The Final Showdown actually can give us Indestructible. And if they're top decking a, whatchamacallit, a case, I think we might be okay here. So we're going to forego the Emperor. I think we're just going to build the board. And this is kind of weird. I can actually build a bigger board here. You have Vigilance, so I'm swinging. Well, you know what? It's close. It's close. I won't swing in with the 4/4, but... So maybe this is a little too cocky, a little bit too weird. But what I'm assuming... Brass's Tunnel Grinder goes up. What I'm assuming is they have that case. Resolute Reinforcements, sure. So the Final Showdown, yeah, we're just going to give this Indestructible, basically. Probably... Right, we're okay, right? 3 life. Just trying to think what they could have on top of the case here. We've got 2 mana left open. Map, don't really care. Yeah, don't care about this. Just want to make sure I'm not missing it. We have 2 spree. Yeah, we have 2 open. So 1 for the spree and then 1 for the mana. Yeah, we're good. So Knight. Yeah, I don't like the Knight. But we can clear the... Man, this is so weird. Like, there's been so many times where, like, do I clear the board? Do I not? Well, now they don't go for the Knight. So that's kind of weird. Reinforcements. Okay. So when they drop this case, then we go for the Final Showdown. There we go. All right, baby. Case of the Gateway Pulse, or whatever the heck it's called. But let's go. The Final Showdown. The Final Showdown is going to protect Indestructible. It's going to protect our Bruse Tarl, and they just give it up. Whoa. The feels. Hello, hello. All right, looking pretty good here. I mean, let's go ahead and try and get this Dust Animus thing going here. So I'm actually only... Ooh, that was a mulligan. Let's go ahead and give our opponent the friendly mulligan. Hello. Everybody needs a friend when you take a mulligan because those things suck. So the feels, I feels, yeah, my friend. So Sundown Pass. Let's try and see if we can go in for the Dust Animus. Obviously, with the temporary lockdown, does not really synergize quite well. So that is why we're going to plot it. Yeah, baby. Let's get the plot going with the Dust Animus. And we're going to Boros. Oh my god, more Boros. So Boros versus Boros. I think we probably have the upper end here. So I'm probably going to go for Brass's Tunnel Grinder. Get this online. We're going to at least discard at least 1 land here. just so that we can get the Surveil going. You know, Lightning Helix actually is not very good in this deck. I actually am going to get rid of Lightning Helix, because Lightning Helix, we already have the lockdown for the Warden of the Inner Sky. I guess we'll get more land and a Lightning Helix. That's actually not very good, but get that Surveil trigger on the Brass Tunnel Grinder. Like I said, spot removal versus Boros Convoke is actually not very good. It's actually not. Spot removal is very good versus like the Prowess deck, but versus Convoke, no. Spot removal actually sucks. Because they just have a bunch of like little 1/1s, and then the Knight's a 4/4, so the Helix doesn't even kill that. And then Lockdown's going to take care of the Warden, so yeah, I'm not really too pleased with these Lightning Helix actually. But it's okay. Whoa! Okay, well, let's go ahead and give them a Crying Face. That, oh man, and another land. Kind of floody here too. That is pretty wild though. Damn, okay. I guess more land, really floody. I'm not playing down the Animus. I'm gonna just wait. I'm just gonna wait, because I don't even really want a Lightning Helix if we have the lockdown for the Warden. Don't really care that much. Yeah, hitting that Brass Tunnel Grinder with the Gleeful Demolition. Didn't see that coming. I guess we'll hit it. Sure, whatever. Whatever. We'll go ahead and hit you. We'll make use of the, at least get some life gain here. So, Final Showdown. Now we're looking pretty good here. So, the Dust Animus, baby. That's, of course, what we're looking for. Now it's kind of a weird point. Get lost. Well, now we're going to go for, yeah, Indestructible. Final Showdown. Indestructible. And now we actually get, oh god, we even still get the map tokens here. I kind of didn't even know that, to be honest with you, but spot, yeah, again, I don't really like the get lost. Again, not really obsessed with the spot removal. I think this game's over. Eternal Wanderer, we will keep the Eternal Wanderer, and I think this game is like looking pretty on the rocks here. If they have another get lost, that would be pretty brutal, but if they don't, the game's over. Evangelist, that's fine. So right now, I don't want to go for temporary lockdown because we committed to the Dust Animus, but we got a 6/7. I'm just going for it. I know this is kind of, maybe we could have waited till after combat, but I'm just so excited. Let's just go ahead and drop the Emperor here, and then, yeah, look at this. 6/7 with lifelink, even if they chump, whatever. I don't think I really care that much about the battle cry here. We're at 28 life. We have a giant, juicy Dust Animus, like... I don't know if I care that much. I think we can probably just be okay here. Bruse Tarl, man. Alright, I think we're just gonna go for it, man. Temporary lockdown be damned. I think we can just go ahead and get... Ooh, there we go. We have a lot of double strike on the board here.
I brought back.
Yeah, let's swing in. You have double strike, so we will swing in. Yeah. For sure. We're almost just being aggro here. We're like, this is... I could have swore this. I made this as a Boros control list, but we're kind of being aggro here. And I'm kind of loving it. So 34 life, we have this temporary lockdown in case things go insanely sideways somehow, but I don't really see how it can. Spectre Gadget. Oh, Gleeful Demolition. Okay, so they do have that wide board here that we use So Fear. Land, okay. So I can't take the Emperor and to get rid of the token. We do have a lot of double strike here. Maybe we just make another token? Like, are we really that afraid? Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. Like, what's the worst thing that happens? We're at 34 life. We have to at least swing in with Bruse Tarl, because these little 1/1s can just chump these like double strikers. So, let's do this. Sunfall. I don't even really think I want to go for Sunfall. But it's a nice trick to have from our Bruse Tarl. Chump block there. Go up to what? A whopping 40 life. Bang, bang. Up to 40, which is always very, very nice to see. I think we're just committing to, I think we're just committing to the board here, right? I mean, I don't really want to... I could clear the board, but, like... Nah, I think we'll just make another double striker. I think we're fine.
Keep your eyes sharp.
We got 3 double strikers on board. We have an Ox, 2 double... Yeah. Even if they had Immodanes, let's say they had the best possible thing for 3, is Immodane's Recruiter. Yeah, that's it, man. Wow, what a beatdown. Boros versus Boros. Boros takes it. Grant. Hello, Grant. Okay, so let's see if we can make the Claim Jumper kind of worth it. My claim is that the Claim Jumper is not really that good, but I guess if this is the time to run the Claim Jumper, this will probably be it, right? We're on the draw, so theoretically, if they have more lands, and we can kind of drop the Claim Jumper, we kind of ramp up. Here we go. So we're a little starved on land, and for a control deck, rather. But let's go ahead and plot the Dust Animus. I love plotting, well, I was gonna say, I love plotting because it's pretty much anti-control. So if they were holding up a counter spell, they can't counter your plot. But they just go for Faithful Mending anyway, but I don't know, they could have had a counter. I don't know, we'll see. You also never really know if it's, well, this is definitely going to be the control version, but whenever you see like an early Esper, you never know. Is it the Raffine? Is it like the more mid-range creature type base? Or is it the more control? So we're going with control. Alright, so here we go. I'm just going to drop the Claim Jumper. I'm not going to wait for them to have a bunch of land, because we already have land, so I guess we'll just kind of commit to the board here. I know if we get Sunfall, it's going to seem atrociously horrific, but I guess we kind of have to be a little more aggro. Obviously a little nervous here. Yep, there we go. Well, I guess it's not... Well, let's give them a cheers, but at least we didn't come out empty-handed, because they go for the evidence, so they get rid of their, they get rid of their graveyard stuff, so no more flashback, so I guess it could be worse. So this seems like a pretty bad situation, but, like, honestly, I don't think that they should have, I don't think they should have even collected the evidence, because now they get rid of their Faithful Mending, and whatever else the hell was in there. It was, like, Memory Deluge? Like, why are they going for evidence? That helps with the case out a lot. If you get rid of the I don't really care. I'm only running 2... Oh, baby! And now we get the Urabrask Forge. This is actually looking really good. This is looking phenomenal. Getting this Urabrask Forge resolve versus control is their worst nightmare. They do have, you know, they could go for Ottawa Soaring City, or they could have, I think, the March. The White March gets rid of artifacts, but generally speaking, control has a very, very, very hard time with the Urabrask Forge. Jace, okay. Jace is a ticking time bomb. Hello, Jace. Whoa. Whoa, okay, so I'm down to 33 cards immediately, but, like, I'm actually pretty surprised. Let's go ahead and get down this Krenko's Buzzcrusher. Krenko's Buzzcrusher is very, very, very good versus Domain. Not so much against Esper. They already have, yeah, they already have enough land here. They're pretty fixed up. It's not like we can really screw them out of one color. But we do have another Buzzcrusher, so maybe. Maybe they're not even running basics. Occasionally you do get that, but I do like this Krenko's Buzzcrusher. It's a bizarre card. Especially versus Domain. It really screws up Domain. I love it versus Domain. But, looking kind of okay here. Again, the Urabrask Forge is pretty much our win condition here. So now we're in a weird spot. They do kind of just pass. Again, we have the Krenko's Buzzcrusher and Forge. Final Showdown. Don't think this is going to be super relevant here. We do have Indestructible. So I would laugh if they're waiting on to use the Get Lost right now. Or like a Get Lost or something. I highly doubt it, but we do have the Final Showdown if that's what they're after. And this is damage. They're not liking this, though. They are not liking taking this type of damage, and I'm going to pass. Because if they... I don't want to just go for another Krenko's Buzzcrusher, just so they can counter it, or go for Sunfall. I think we'd rather, because we have the Wandering Emperor, I'd rather flash in the Emperor. Sets them off tempo a little bit. Oh, that sucks. So Soaring City, yeah, it's going to reset our... Yeah, this is only creatures. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to put back our Urabrask Forge, which is really unfortunate. But now we get the Emperor. See if they got a counterspell. They do have 2 mana up here. But now they tap out, though. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just gonna put down this Urabrask Forge right back down. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. While they're tapped out, let's just get this resolved. This is a complete pain in the ass for them. Yeah, let's just go for the Lightning Helix. I'm just gonna be aggro. Let's bop you while you're tapped out. Bang, bang, down to 5. And with this Urabrask Forge, and we actually even have a Restless Bivouac as well. I think they're in a world of hurt. I'm trying to think. I mean, even if the worst case scenario, Farewell, because that clears our everything. But even if they had Farewell, we have the Bivouac. Let's hope we don't see the Farewell. So Celestis, okay, gain your life, sure. Got the Final Showdown's not really looking too sexy here. But this Bivouac kind of is. Okay, so here we go. March of Virtuous Sorrow. Let's definitely go for Final Showdown here. This is actually pretty gosh darn good. So Final Showdown. Let's go ahead and give us Indestructible. I think they are going to still gain the life here, which kind of sucks because it's going to deal the damage. But at least we save on that. And another Forge. Okay, you know what? I'm a little nervous here because I think we're just going to go in for the Bivouac. I'm not going to go for the Forge because if they do have Farewell, then we get rid of both Forges. So let's do this. I think I like this a lot more. 3 life. Faithful Mending is annoying. Well, any Total Life gain is annoying, but... See, eventually this Forge is probably just going to take the game. If they did have the Farewell, I'd rather have another Forge for them to worry about. March of Virtuous Sorrow. Okay, they're going to go X equals 5, but they do clear out their hand. I'm just trying to think here. I mean, 11 life. I don't think I can deal lethal anymore. Not this turn, anyway. Well, actually, High Noon. High Noon, we can deal 5 damage with the High Noon. So, I don't know. Maybe I just drop the High Noon and then just Bivouac again? It feels pretty good. Yeah, we're definitely auto-paying here. Still worried about the Sunfall, because the Sunfall could clear the High Noon as well, but I don't know. I think we just kind of got him. They're going to literally have to top deck a Farewell, and a lot of decks are not even running Farewell. Yeah, I think we're looking good. I think it's pretty much over. They cannot deal with the Bivouac, the Forge, and the High Noon. There's no way, right? So I think we can... Let's just try it out, right? High Noon just shoots them for 5? I'm going to try it out. We can go for the Faithful Mending, but then the Forge takes it, so who cares? Faithful Mending, they're tapped out. Down. Yeah, they're down. Forge wins it. I think we're going to take this. Feels pretty good to beat a control deck with like a... You know, I would say Boros control, but that's what I really like about like the Forge though. It gives you access against Azorius control, and we take it, baby. That one felt good. GG's. All right, we got a Bruse Tarl here. A few ossifications. I guess we'll go ahead and rock with it. Go ahead and rock with it. We got Network Disrupt. Okay, so this is gonna be like what mono blue tempo, mono blue aggro, same difference. Elegant Parlor. Well, we are pretty elegant. I want to drop this. So Restoration of a Ganjo. I'm kind of testing out a few new cards. So Restoration of a Ganjo and Ossification. Kind of testing these out. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but we're gonna try it out. Moon Circuit Hacker. Yep, this is what mono blue does. Very, very painful. Okay, let's get rid of you. And another Network Disruptor. So the way this deck works is basically I just treat it like it's mono red aggro. Like, I'm just trying to get rid of their stuff as soon as humanly possible. So instead of setting up the Restoration, I think we're just gonna go straight for the Ossification. It's a lot it's not as sexy as a play, but I think we just kind of have to. Definitely not as sexy, but I just want to get rid of these things as fast as possible. There's so many times where, you know, they just kind of outspeed you. Assuming they have another ninjutsu, right? Prosperous Thief, yep, okay. This one creates treasures, right? Yeah, I think it's pretty good. And another Network Disruptor, oh my god. You just see how it gets out of hand. And they usually have a counterspell of some sort, whether it be like a Spell Pierce or something, so I'm just going to do the same exact thing here. Just go for the Ossification. We cannot set up this Aganjo. No. No, Buzzcrusher is actually pretty bad. It's too slow, and they only have basics anyway, so... Ossification. Hopefully no Spell Pierce. A lot of times they do run Spell Pierce. Let's get rid of you. Well, yeah, it's still pretty bad, because I can just ninjutsu it back, so that is pretty bad. It's not really even a win. So it's just going to come right back, unfortunately. We got our Bruse Tarl. I'm not really sure if we can get this resolved. I'm sure they have counter spells. We do have... Okay, so now we got to make a decision. Do we want to go in for the Restoration or Bruse Tarl? I think we're just going to go in for the Restoration. If they got a counter spell, then we just cry. Alright, so we want to do this before we go for the parlor, so I can get the surveil off, but we're looking a little rough here. Especially if they have a flash creature of some sort. Oh, Machine over Matter, yep, that'll do it. Shoo! Alright, well, we need some help here. Lightning Helix is pretty good. We'll keep that. We'll keep that. Disruptor. That was the card I did not want to see. That was the one I did not want to see. Down to 4. Oh, God. All right. So, we're 1 turn away from being able to flash in the final countdown. I think the only play we have is just going in for Restoration and then Lightning Helix, so... Well, maybe I should have gone for Lightning Helix first, just in case they have a counter, but if they have a counter, I think we're just dead anyway. So let's go for this. This will at least keep us alive, okay? Down, hey, if they don't have another ninjutsu or anything like that, we do get to at least survive. Good game. Okay, that's not good. They most likely do. Let's go ahead and give him a little crying face here. Well, you know what? I mean, I'll give him the crying face, but I'm not sure. They most likely have it, but again, I mean, you have to stick them up. Hey, they're up, my friend. They're up. I guess we'll just kind of give them a little Tameo. Intimidation tactics. I mean, you gotta show me. They're up. They're up. You gotta show me lethal. You gotta. I mean, you don't have lethal right now. Stick them up. Oh my God. I'll just give them a cry. Because now, come on. They was cute the first time, but now they're absolutely roping me. Like I said, I can't. I'm not gonna concede. Like, you have to show me lethal first. They're swinging in. I've stuck them up. And now do they have them? After all of that, they're going to go ahead and kill me. Oh, my God. Brutal. Well, they're up, my friend. All right. We'll go ahead and give them a crying face. We'll try to be the best sports we can. Yeah, let's just... Oh, I was going to say, let's just concede if they're going to sit here and do that any longer. But, hey, it is what it is. Mono Blue takes it. Off Buffoon. Hello, hello. All right, so we got Buff Buffoon versus BB versus MM. All right, let's go ahead and drop this. We got the High Noon. No red to be found, but that's okay. We'll find the red. In the meantime, we'll kind of... Ooh, Ward in their sky. We'll kind of slow them down. There's our red. We're fine. You know what? I actually don't even really care to go for the High Noon on turn 2. I think I'd rather just kind of do this for land. Plus, we got the temporary lockdown. I don't think I'm worried. I think Boros Convoke is having kind of a mini comeback here. I think it's in a phenomenal deck. It's annoying, and I hate it, but it is a phenomenal deck, so I kind of don't really blame people for playing it. It kind of, you've seen it kind of go away here in the meta, but you've also kind of seen all the creatures go away. So temporary lockdown, man, temporary lockdown is just so needed. The meta is just so freaking fast that you need that lockdown. I think in the other game we were kind of on the draw, but this time we're on the play, and you can just see it is domination on the play versus this kind of deck here. Whew, you need that lockdown, man. I need Pakal, that is fine. We can just go for the Lightning Helix, so. You know what? Let's not pigeonhole ourselves. Let's go for the Lightning Helix first, and then the High Noon. We got 23 life. We got a Sunfall next turn guaranteed. Ooh, I don't know how they're gonna make it out of here. So yeah, well, can't do much about this. Do they have the reinforcements? Oh, they've got lost. Okay, that's fine. We still have a Sunfall, so yeah, not too worried here. Business as usual for Boros versus Boros. A lot of Boros mirror matches today. Imminent Recruiter. This is not a big deal. They were probably better off just hasting in and getting some damage in, because what are they going to do? Like 2 damage here? We're just going to clear the board. Not worried. Not worried even a little bit. Do your thing. Take what, 3? Back down to 20? You have to do a little bit better than that, Convoke. Alright, yep. I could go for the End Burn, but we're just gonna Sunfall away. Sunfall away, and now, again, with this High Noon, like, they're just kind of screwed. I mean, what are they gonna do? They could drop Immodanes. Oh Okay. Alright. Getting a little nervous now. They can't go for double Imidanes, so that's kind of nice. But I think I'm just gonna go for Emperor. Because we have the High Noon up here. Yeah, I think we should. Let's not be afraid. Again, we have High Noon, so they can't go super crazy on us. We do this. We got Double Strike. We use a map token.
the edge of your blade.
Farewell. You know what? I guess we'll keep it. We are a control deck, so I guess we might as well keep it. Human. But like I said, they can't go for double Imidanes. Ooh, nice. Okay. They actually... Whoa, why did they not convoke it? Are they... Yeah, no, that was definitely not a good move on them. I mean, what's there to be afraid of? Nothing, right? We could actually use the... It doesn't even matter. They know. They're cooked for sure. Herdiman. Hello. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep this. I think we're looking pretty okay. Don't have a red source here. Well, we got the Mirrex. It is, you know, a de facto red source, so... Dust Animus. Well, we're gonna go ahead and plot that up, and we're gonna do it. Yeah, Dust Animus looking pretty phenomenal here. Temporary lockdown. The key here is to use the lockdown before that we go for the temporary Animus, but or temporary Animus. Dust Animus, not the temporary Animus. Getting that lockdown. You know, I'm already searching for that lockdown as soon as they play down the 2-drop here. So let's just go ahead and resolve the Forge. Cannot talk today, man. The urge to drop the Forge is strong. So let's see here. If they are, this could be getting nasty here. If they're I was gonna say if they're stuck on land and they drop another dork, it's over. Yeah, it's absolutely over. We're just gonna go for temporary lockdown here. If they're stuck on land and we just get rid of their dorks here, oh, that's probably it for them, huh? Should we drop our Animus? I think maybe, because like we don't have the 4 lands. I don't even know if I'm gonna top deck another land, so I guess we'll just get this in the air, sure. As long as we can plot the Animus, yeah. Oh god, that was. I felt bad for that one. My god. Niant. Hello. All right, got a lovely Dust Animus. We're looking good here. So we are on the draw. There's our Bruse Tarl. I think we'll go for the Elegant Parlor. I don't really know what I'm surveilling for, but we'll do it now. Oh. Maybe. It's a little. I don't know. It's a little big and clunky versus this kind of deck. I don't really know. The Territory Forge is just kind of clunky in general. I guess we're going to say no. Kind of scared of, well, I guess that. Don't really, again, you never really know if you're playing against Dimir Tempo, Esper Control, Esper Midrange, so without that type of information, I think we're just going to get rid of the Forge. Yeah, we're okay here. So... do I want to just drop down the Animus? Sometimes I do just want to drop this down. Let's do this before they have a chance to hold up counter magic. I think this is fine. You don't always have to plot it. Long goodbye. Well, that's fine. At least they tap out this way. This actually is pretty nice, though. As long as we get a chance to drop this Forge. I remember this Urabrask Forge was like pretty like underwhelming when it first came out. I mean... it's always been pretty niche, but I don't know. I mean, I think just by how the meta is shaping out, I think the Forge is actually like pretty good. So this is definitely going to be Dimir Tempo. This is definitely not Esper. This is Dimir Tempo. Yeah, Spyglass Siren. They're going to start drawing a lot of cards here, so... Alright. What's the play here? Temporary Lockdown. Ooh, that is a very good. I mean, Temporary Lockdown is just such a powerhouse, man. I think we're going to have to. We get rid of 3 of their things. We get rid of a map token. We could hold Emperor for the Cavern. No, we're just going to have to do this. Let's just get this down. We get our Get Lost back. Yeah, they're going to have Gix still on the back end, but I think the Lockdown is just way too strong of a play there. So yeah, take your card. Take your card, Gix. Go ahead. Down to 15, that's fine. Yep, take your draw. It's fine. So, yeah, they don't like staring at an open board here. Obviously, we're just projecting for counter magic. But fortunately, we do have the Emperor, so whenever we are predicting that they have counter magic, always, we're not going to play a Sorcerer Speed if we can. We can prevent Yeah, we actually only have one play. We can either go for one. We have 3 of these cards, but we can only play one of them. So, with 5 mana here, that sucks. I think we'll try. Maybe we just get lost, because get lost we can actually pay like a make disappear, whereas Emperor we can't. Oh well. Well, Urtai. Yeah, well, Urtai, yeah, they can counter that. As I was saying, make disappear, we're good. Not an Urtai. Oh, Lightning Helix. Okay, there we go. Let's see if they have got another one here. Lightning Helix onto the Gix here. That was clutch. Wow, really? That might have been premature, but okay, wow. TKW. Hopefully no W's for you, TKW. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. It's a little sketchy, but as long as we get into our third land. What was that? What was that? Oh, Demonic Ruckus. Okay. As long as we can get into our third land with the Restoration of Baganjo, we should be okay. Look, they're going right in for it. They're going right in for the show off. They're not worried about any sort of nothing. That's fine. We got an ossification, so we'll be okay. And we do have our third land, so we're good there. Yeah, we're going straight in for ossification. I don't care if you get the draw. I want this bird brain out of here as quickly as possible. Yeah, that Demonic Ruckus card is pretty much really good. I thought it was kind of bad when I first played it, but it's good. Reckless Lackey, Monstrous Rage, yep. Aggro, doing aggro stuff. Makes sense. Sundown Pass. Go for Restoration. So far, so good. Kamanu, okay. I don't want to say so far, so good. Okay, I was going to say, this could get a little ugly here. Elegant Parlor. I think we're just going to, yeah, we're going to discard you. Get our free Surveillance. Comes untapped anyway. Restoration. See, yeah. No, we already have a Restoration, and it's already kind of too slow. It's actually kind of funny, because even if we did like it, if I really liked it, if it was like a Sunfall, I would not activate the Restoration here. I think we have no choice to, right? Hopefully we can survive. 9 life is not the most comfortable. I'm not feeling too good about this one. Wow, nothing? No lightning strike, no nothing? That feels good. Okay, so maybe there's a chance. 9 life. Down to 7. Really? Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good here. I was expecting Monstrous Rage, Lightning Strike, and then just kind of game over, but this is pretty okay. I guess we might as well ramp up here. But now, what's the play? We can go in for a Final Showdown if need be, but you know what? It's like kind of in that weird moment where like I don't even know if I really want to. I could just go for Farewell, clear the board. But holding up the Final Showdown feels pretty good as well. I don't know. I guess we just pass, right? I think the best possible thing we could have is the Final Showdown. I know I'm taking a long time here. I do apologize. But I would probably rather have the Final Showdown. Yep. Let's try to make them go... Let's try to have them use all the resources here. So if we do this... Let's have them try to use like a Monstrous Rage or something. I know this 1/1 doesn't really matter. It's gonna get cleared up from the Showdown anyway. Monstrous Rage? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this. We can give this Indestructible. I think no, that's too cute, right? That's too cute. I think the be-all end-all is just to clear the board here. Yeah, let's just do this. I know they can go for the Restless Lackey. Draw a card and get a treasure. I mean, that's pretty good, but this is definitely going to be the play here. It's the Final Showdown. Wait, what? It was dying anyway, my friend. Well, the Lightning Helix is absolutely amazing. Pretty much the best top deck in their deck here, so that's great. Oh yeah, we're looking good here. Let's just drop down the Buzzcrusher. I guess we could go for the Forge, but again, I don't know. The Forge actually has been just fine this match. A win's a win.